Lord, I'm on board like so many soldiers of fortune, with their knapsacks and their sleeping bags, singing songs and smoking fags to kill the time, complaining how life's so hard, wondering how to sneak past the guard with their morphine. And the older men said Paris is a place to go if you have a heart that's broke. No woman is worth fighting for. You're better off with a whore. And I have such a wound, wondering if I should run or stay and fight for the one who doesn't care. From Dover to Dunkirk, with all these faces I'll never see again. From Dover to Dunkirk, the sea is as quiet as a long-lost friend. Lord, I'm on board like so many soldiers of freedom, carrying their homes on their backs, a chaplain busy making cracks to kill the time, and wondering if they'll return or spend their youth as a candle burns, crying for morphine. The older men say you're fools to go. They prove that at Maginot. Paris ain't worth fighting for. She's just a tired old whore. And I have such a wound, wondering if I should run or stay and fight for the one who doesn't care. From Dover to Dunkirk, with all these faces I'll never see again. From Dover to Dunkirk, the sea is as quiet as a long-lost friend. Used to fancy myself as a sparrow on the wing, playing games in the freedom of the wind. I used to fancy myself as a minstrel who would sing, playing tunes on a gypsy mandolin. But to live like the sparrow, you must fly or face the flame. You must know your weakness like you know your name. And to live like the poet, roam from town to town. You must learn to be lost, enough to be found. I used to fill up my days with four-leaf clover dreams, casting lots on the crossroads of time. I used to build my house from fate, clothed with words alone, not knowing I was naked in my rhyme. For to live like the sparrow, you must fly or face the flame. You must know your weakness like you know your name. And to live like a poet and roam from town to town, you must learn to be lost, enough to be found. I used to laugh at my loves as they turned from young to old, for the weakness in their hearts and in their ways. But that dark sky above, as it turns from black to gold, trades the home and instinct for a lonely grave. For to live like the sparrow, you must fly or face the flame. You must know your weakness like you know your name. And to live like a poet, roam from town to town, you must learn to be lost, enough to be found. You must learn to be lost, enough to be found. Well, there's May Day and May wine, and may I please come home. But the briar grows before the rose, and neither grows alone. It's not like band to play his flute for those who dance for fun. The fire flickers and poison roots with chances on the run. It's not like elves to hide the gold where fortune seekers dive. The pirate lore and island shore, he'll only ransom lives. But there's May Day and May wine, and may I please come home. But the briar grows before the rose, and neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a fade in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. And the maypole like a day, stole like her feet are born of wings. It's not like sirens that sing their songs to sailors with cautious ears. They learn no coward right or wrong and trade not death for fear. It's not like kings to yield their wines for 100 years of war. But drop by drop the ancient vine paints blood on every door. There's May Day and May wine, and may I please come home. For the briar grows before the rose, and neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a fade in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. And the maypole like a day, stole like her feet are born of wings. It's not like girls to give consent to men of ragged prose. The poets sing of nursery rhymes, the cradles are filled with hope. It's not like me to give my heart in these drowsy daffodil days. The dreams they douse a timid spark where sleep presents its blaze. There's May Day and May wine and May please come home. But the briar grows before the rose, it neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. And the maypole like a day snow, and her feet are born of wings. Tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. And the maypole like a day snow, like her feet are born of wings. It's not like saints to tell their tales of nights on windswept moors, where death defies the dreams of fate to close her cellar door. It's not like shepherds to lay them down when wolves are on the prowl. The songs that scare the waking town, but ill wind has no howl. But there's May Day and May wine and May please come home. For the briar grows before the rose, it neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. On the maypole like a day snow, like her feet are born of wings. There's May Day and May wine and May please come home. For the briar grows before the rose, it neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. On the maypole like a day snow, like her feet are born of wings. There's May Day and May wine and May please come home. And the briar grows before the rose, it neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. And the maypole like a day snow, like her feet are born of wings. There's May Day and May wine and May please come home. And the briar grows before the rose, it neither grows alone. We'll dance tonight to a vein in the light of the dawn, sweet song of spring. Don't sing those sad songs of spring, sunk deep within the sorrows of sand. The cliff's cold color cracks the wind, where swallows had spirits in their wings. The cliff holds caves where a boy lies wake. Soft afternoons and the world that dreams make, painting a promise on the frozen sky. Not old enough yet for works and days. Though there's no dread in those warm winter eyes, somehow his smile betrays his grief, caught in brief glimpses as the swallow leaves, as lean as the midwinter's bone. Silently now the boy slowly wakes, as the swallow swallow now finds his home far from the rumor's blistering tongue that forces him choose between works and days. Twixt the prayer that is heaven sent, admitting we are nothing ourselves. Who knows if the swallow returning home has been in the company of elves? You are alone with the swallow tonight, balancing on that cliff called love, at once flying towards the phoenix of youth and towards the Delphi of works and days. All Saints' Eve, though some call it Halloween, and all the saints were there, quite decadent and obscene. When I crashed through the door just to make myself heard, they said, "What are you here for, and what are these words?" And all my words are for love. All my words are for love. All my words are for love, for love, for love, for love, for the love of a woman who scarred on the sole of her breast, with a scar on the breast, with a child at her breast. Here we are awaiting the judgment of Paris, as though we had learned the first time, as though some phantom dare us. I'll have none of your victory, I'll have none of your wisdom, I'll have none of your most beautiful woman of the world. All my worlds are for love. All my worlds are for love. All my worlds are for love, for love, for love, for love, for the love of the woman whose scar is the sole of her breast, with a scar on laughing, though their redness was from jealousy, and the cymbal was crashing as to punctuate insanity. As they all looked behind them at their pillars of salt, dragging everything with them that ain't likely to fall. But all my faults are for love. All my faults are for love. All my faults are for love, for love, for love, for love, for the love of the woman. The soul is the scar on her breast, with a scar on the breast, with a child at her breast. And now the virgin martyr, disguised as a boy, with her innocence on trial, which is what they enjoy. As the whiteness shows through in the midst of the flame, they start looking elsewhere for someone to blame. But all my blame is for love. All my blame is for love. All my blame is for love, for love, for love, for love, for the love of the woman scarred on the sole of her breast, with a scar on her breast, with a child at her breast. Maintenant le vierge fort, avec son histoire d'une âme, avec l'époux infernal, son raison d'être Notre-Dame. As a bell slowly tolls, gods and mortals they ask, which Maudlin is gone, we can't see through their masks. But all my masks are for love. All my masks are for love. All my masks are for love, for love, for love, for love, for the love of the woman who scars the soul on her breast, with a scar on her breast, with a child at her breast. The nightmare was over, the innocents had fled, tearing bricks from the blockade, leaving stains on their bed. And the alley cathedrals, using bones for their chimes, with the windows depicting the most famous of crimes. And all my cries